Welcome back to another JPriest YouTube video. Today we're going to learn and see what class you should be in 2024. So, first we have Warrior. You have your main, which is your Succession, and then Awakening. Now keep in mind, each class has two different specs they can go with, Awaken or Succession. So Warrior, as you can see, is sword wielding. He has a great sword on Awakening, and on his main hand he has a sword and shield. Great tanky class, good in 1v1s, a little tough to grind on, but it's not the worst. It's a good class to start off. Assassin is a great class. Its Awakening is basically a big old stick that has knives at the end. It's pretty sick. It can summon tornadoes, go into them. It can teleport. It's pretty insane. The movement on it very fast, but keep in mind it is a high ceiling class to play. So keep that in mind. The Succession is double dual wielding. It is an insane fun class. Again, it also is very similar with its Awakening. It has the tornadoes, and it uses tornadoes quite often to move around and lure their enemies. It is a very good class to play. Suck Sage. A lot of people do not like to fight sages, especially a Succession sage, because they can go into the rift and be gone, and you don't know where the heck they are. You can actually use the mini-map to find them. People call that cheating, but it is what it is. I enjoy Suck Sage. I personally would like to get in this class myself and play. Definitely in AOSs and 1v1s, they can be quite the nightmare. But if you grab one out of the rift, it's game over for them normally, depending on the class you're fighting against. But the Awakening is also a good choice. Nice little movements, as you can see down here on the bottom right there. The movement's really nice on it, and they're just a good class in general. And to be honest, on any of these classes that I may recommend or not recommend, choose what you like. Just because it's meta this week doesn't mean next week that class is going to get dropped down to the ground. So you might as well pick a class that you find the coolest looking class that you see. Go from there, and then you can always tag, because we have a tag system in the game. So keep that in mind while you're picking your character. Alright, Ranger. Ranger is kind of a tricky one, because on its Succession it's ranged, and it doesn't want to go anything near anybody, because you sneeze on this class and it dies. But in the return, it will also smoke you if you don't pay attention to it. Now the Awakening is the complete opposite of Succession. I know it's kind of confusing. They become a melee class. They come right in your face now. Very dependent on MP, so you will have to have a lot of pots. Very mobile, a tough class to beat. She's a good class to beat. She's definitely not an easy class to learn. Succession being the easier of the two, definitely could learn both specs and definitely take advantage. She, as a Succession, is very well wanted in Node Wars, and she does really good in high scale, large scale battles, where the Awakening does amazing in small scale. Scholar. She's one of our newer classes we just got. She is not Awakening or Succession. They call it Ascending. She is very tanky, very mobile. She's just different. She's tanky, but high damage. She's kind of got some cool specs. I mean, each time they come out with a new class, they come out with these crazy just maneuvers and movements of them. They just look insane. She's pretty awesome, as you can see down here. Definitely tanky. Definitely an easy class to pick up and go. Recommended for newer players. As far as in wars and stuff in PvP, more to be tested with. I was AOS fighting one with my striker, and she was quite the nightmare. I'm not gonna lie, she was pretty tough. And yeah, she was CCing everybody. Next, we have Guardian. Guardian I mean, wow. How do you not be impressed with the Guardian? She is just fantastic to look at. I mean, wow. We'll start with her succession. An axe and a shield. She is... People want to say she's not mobile, but she actually is very mobile. Once you master this class, she has a lot of damage. She is highly recommended for new characters. If you're new to the game and you have no clue what you want to be, jump on a Guardian. She's awesome. She's easy to play. Awaken, you literally, every time you do a move, you're getting health back. It's crazy. Like, she will literally go from almost dead to full health in a matter of seconds just because of her movement and her damage that she puts out. It's an awesome class. I definitely recommend it. Draconia. She, as of right now, is broken as heck. She's a great class. She's super fat. Look at that distance she just put out. Like, that's insane. Now, you could be at one part of the map, you couldn't even see them on your minimap, and she'll just come out of nowhere and just swipe you, and you're dead. Like, what the heck hit me? A truck? No clue. Definitely a good class to play. Very, I'd say mid-tier level of playing. Especially her Awakening, her Succession isn't too bad. She has a nice little movement, but I definitely recommend, if you're going to play your multiplayer Awakening, and get the Zoom Vest while you're at it. Sorceress. This is not a class for people that do not... Let's just put it this way. She is a very tough class to master, but high rewarding when you do. I do plan on doing some Q&As with some of the guys in the guild and have them kind of answer some questions for us as far as, you know, what's my weaknesses on this class, what's fun, what sucks, you know. So definitely Succession Sork. She has just like claws basically, and on Awakening she has a scythe, which she is very cool looking class, and she's one of the OG classes from the beginning. So she's a very good class to use. If you run into them, they're usually a nightmare to 1v1. They don't do the greatest in AOS, but a good player is a good player. It doesn't matter what class you're on. If you're good, you're good. Alright, so next we have Nova. So as far as Nova, as her Awakening, she's very good at grinding. She's one of the top grinders in the game. As far as PvE, that you're fighting mobs and stuff, there's my cat over there. I guess he wants to be in the video. But yeah, as far as PvE and monster grinding, Awakening, she's top dog. She's it. But on her Succession, very tanky in PvP. So again, with the Musa, get out of here, buddy. Yeah, my cat's name's Musa. Buddy, we'll get to Musa here soon, buddy. Why you gotta be in the video? Look at him. What's he doing? Crawling on my keyboard. That's the first time he's ever done that. I guess he wants to say hi to everybody. He wants to be a star. Anyway, Succession, super good on PvP. She's kind of a nightmare to fight, especially with all of her like clones and dragons and demon fighters and everything. It's just she's insane. So next we have Corsair. Corsair Succession is kind of a flop. To be honest with you, no one really plays Succession Corsair. Not that you couldn't be the next person to master it, it's definitely possible, but keep in mind, there's not many good guides out there how to play Succession. And then the Awakening. She is, how do you say, a wrecking ball. She'll come in, drop anchors on people, and boom, they're dead. I mean, she pairs really well with a class that can CC, not that she can't CC herself, but she also will drop the damage down as soon as, for example, my striker gets a grab. She could be behind me and she'll drop all this, just dump all this damage on people, and they're just gone before they can even be out of it. So definitely a great class. Not a hard class to play. As far as Nova, her Awakening is super hard. So not a hard class to master, very good class. Lawn. Lawn is one of those ones everyone always say, oh, she's so sexy, but you know, I don't really see the appeal in her. There's other classes like Guardian, Mystic, DK, I think that are better looking, but you know, you get what you get, I guess, right? You like what you like. So her Succession is awesome, very good for grinding. easy inputs. It's a class that you can just pick up and learn to master real fast. Easy main for Succession. Her Awakening now will take a little bit more skill, but it again is not like crazy hard where you're just going to lose your mind trying to play. But definitely practice Succession. And the same thing like the Ranger. You know, if you learn both, you'll just be big chillin'. All right, so Berserker, highly thought after by guilds. Succession mainly, but Awakening can do Succession moves. So keep that in mind with all these classes. If you decide that you're going to go Succession, you cannot use Awakening moves. But if you decide to go Awakening, you can use Succession moves. Now, if you stay Succession, the Succession does way more damage than it would if you're pre-Awakening from Awakening. And all that stuff might be confusing, especially if you're a new character. But keep in mind, Berserker is not a hard class to play. It does have 3 grabs, which is crazy. This game's all about getting CC, grabs, knockdowns, floats, frontal, SA trades. I mean, and Berserker is that class. He might look like a group, but he's a beast. I'll tell you what, a lot of people want to be him. So, good class to be, especially if you want to be wanted. It's a good class to be. Megu, one of the most annoying classes to fight. She's different. Like, her pre-awakening, she can grind and she can like PvP. Like, she can do it. She's pretty much she's not the best at everything, but she's good at everything. If that makes sense. Like, she could do it. She do it all. She's just got crazy range. She can make a clone of herself in the game that you don't know if that's her or not. So it's very good class to be. Very hard class to fight. Awakening. Her Awakening now becomes more like a sorceress, if you would say. She doesn't have a grab, but she's very fast and move, and she'll be behind your back before you know it. So any classes that rely on frontal guards will regret fighting her, because she'll put you on your back real fast. Out of the 2, I would recommend going with Succession. A little bit easier to play than Awakening. Tamer. This is one of those classes that are slept on. She gets a whole pet. She gets a whole pet to help her fight. I mean, it's insane. You can ride on it. She's crazy good. Good class. She's like a sneaky little ninja people sleep on all the time. Join that Red Bull. Yeah, not sponsored, but I wish. Maybe Red Bull could hit me up sometime. That'd be cool. Tamer. Again, Awakening, Succession, either one you go to, she's great. She's beautiful. She's a little bit tough to play, though. She's not easy to play, but one of the things that if you practice, you will master, and you'll be on top of it. Shy. Shy has an awakened weapon, and she has a pre-awakened weapon, but her awakened weapon is not the same as, say, your regular characters. She is one of those classes that are very wanted, and it is, you're not going to put out damage. You're going to be pretty much just defense, and you're going to be healing your buddies. So you pretty much heal everybody, and you go from there. So keep in mind, if you want to be Shy, you're definitely a support class 100%. She is one of the few support classes that will never get top kills unless you just absolutely gear check somebody. But if you're doing node wars and stuff like that, you're just there to support, give buffs, and help your team win. So that is a class to keep in mind. This is my main. I play Striker. I actually have a guide on how to play an Awakened Striker. Succession Striker is very good for PvE content, but so is Awakening. He's a very high combo Street Fighter kind of class. A lot of fun to play, especially when you just beautifully put combos together. You get a grab. He's super fast. I mean, can hold an SA. He can protect himself the whole time. It's pretty insane. His Awakening, he summons clones, and they burst out damage too. So Awakening is very bursty on damage wise. He's more of a tanky class, evasion style. You're most likely not going to just like run up to a striker and just one bang them unless you complete gear check them. But yeah, Striker's a really good class for grabs. He's just that annoying class that goes out there and just is the bee in your face the whole time and just chases you down. Next we have Musa. Yeah, we said your name, buddy. Musa is a very good class right now. He is very mobile. He's insane. Most people play Awakening. He just one of those zoomy classes that you hate to run into because the whole time they're dashing, they're protected. And someone like me that's a striker is hating their life trying to chase this dude. So Musa, very good class, very good for beginners. Striker again is also good for beginners. Musa is insane. Awakening, definitely recommended, easy to play. Meiwa. Meiwa is that weird thing that you would think, especially when you're on Succession, she'll just come in and just yoink somebody and it's completely they're dead. A matter of seconds. A tough class to play a little bit, not too hard, but I'd say mid-tier level of skill needed for her. Mystic. Mystic is a striker counterpart. She is, instead of the clones on Awakening, she summons dragons, which is actually pretty cool if you ask me. Very strong class. She'll keep you on the ground and leave you there. She doesn't have the greatest amount of damage. She is bursty, but she is definitely annoying to fight because she'll just continuously grab you, throw you on the ground, and leave you there. So she just got some buffs recently. Again, like I was saying in the beginning, not really worth trying to go that aspect of following the flavor of the month. It'll always change. So like again, pick the class that you like and go from there. Next we have a Valkyrie. Valkyrie, she is very tanky. She's a frontliner. People love her in Node Wars, but she's a 100 specialist. So keep that in mind. Her Awakening is similar to a warrior. She's a grabber. She has a sword and shield, and she can put out good damage. But she's not highly recommended. But if it's something that you're interested in, a tanky class that wants to struggle a little bit to grind, she's your pick. All right, now we're getting into Kunoichi. Kunoichi is basically a female ninja. In technical terms, in Japanese, Kunoichi is actually the exact female ninja. But she's very good class, PvP specialist. I mean, if you're good on her, you're killing people left and right, no problem. Especially in 1v1s, small scale stuff. Now you start into large scale fighting, she's probably not the class you want to be, but she can be fun. You will get kills. You probably won't get top kills, but you will get some kills. So keep in mind, she's a tough class to play, very hard to master, but very rewarding, similar to the Sorceress. She does have grab. If you go Awakening, she has 2 grabs. Awakening has a hula hoop, and you have a short sword for the pre-Awakening or Succession. Ninja. This is a lot of people, anime fans. This is your guy probably. Hate to break the news to you, but he's not easy to play. He can be quite the nightmare, to be quite honest. Very hard to play, especially Awakening or Succession. Succession is very similar to the Kunoichi, but not an easy class to play at all. If you value your wrists and your fingers, I wouldn't recommend this class. But if you are a little bit better with the keyboard, I suppose this would probably be a class for you because it is impossible to kill if you are very good at this class. It's a tough class to fight, no matter who you are. You know, a ninja against a ninja sucks to be the other ninja because the one ninja doesn't want to fight the ninja because the ninjas suck to fight. So, great 1v1 class. You want to be the king of 1v1s. Ninja's the way to go. Dark Knight. Dark Knight is more of a Succession build class. A lot of people will do very well on her. She is what you'd call a glass cannon style player. She will put out high damage, but she will receive a lot of damage at the same time. So definitely keep in mind of that. She's not a hard class to play, but she's not easy as well. So it's one of those. She's kind of in the middle, but you could play Awaken or Succession. I would recommend going Succession with her, but that, of course, that comes down to what you prefer of the style of play. Wizard and Witch. I'm just going to categorize them together. Wizard and Witch are probably the most wanted class in the world on BDO and Node Wars. They got PAs, they got heals, they have high damage. I mean, they are insane. You're not wrong to go Awaken or Succession on them. Awaken on both of them are very much easier than it is to go Succession, but Succession just puts out that nasty damage that it's crazy. I personally don't like the style of play of Witcher Wizards, but on you, if it's something you're interested in, definitely look into it. This is a class, again, everybody will love you. Everybody wants you. This is a class that if you want to feel wanted, this is definitely one of them. So Witch and Wizard, definitely great classes. Archer is another glass cannon. He also doesn't have Awaken or Succession, technically. Same as the Hammer Lady up there. Their Ascension. But she's like Scholar in a sense. But he's very high damage. But if you like any glass cannon class, if you sneeze on them, they die. So, but again, you turn around, you kill people very quickly. So definitely something, if you're interested in being the guy in the back, stealing everybody's kills and hoping nobody sniffs you out, this is the class for you. Good class to be. Very, very mobile. It can be tricky, but something you put some time into, you'll definitely love it. And range classes are always good for Node Wars. It's something that keeps back lines, and it kind of chips away at them while your front line is doing damage. So, last but not least, we have Wusa. This is actually the sister of Megu up here. But Wusa is, I guess you'd call a butterfly goddess. She's very, very good. She's great at grinding. She's great at PvP. She's one of those newer classes that came out, so they have a lot of love right now. Again, flavor of the month stuff. Do not fall for it. Pick what you like and pick what is interested to you and what you want to play, because you're going to be grinding for thousands of hours if you like this game. And if this is the game you're going to play, make sure you pick a class that you're going to have a good time on. So who cares if you're making less money than the Nova and you have to... But at least if you're enjoying the time that you're playing, it's 100% worth playing any class that you prefer. So if it's you want to play Archer and you're not getting the numbers as your buddy that's playing Nova, who cares? He might be miserable over there, hating his life, while you're over here loving it and having a good time at Polly's. You know, it doesn't matter. So again, at the end of the day, pick the class that you prefer, the class that's fun to you. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll be happy to help you out. I'll react to every single comment that I get. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to your friends that want to decide what class to build. Again, I want to go more in depth at each class when I get a chance, and we can talk further about that. Alright, so thank you so much for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon.